Quad Cities. Live from the Quad Cities' #1 station for news, this is KWQC TV6 News Today.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, roll!
Believe me, the wind be always at your back.
The die has been cast. This morning, officials on board the Diamond Lady rolled that first dice, a symbolic move ushering in what some are calling a new era. History will be made this morning as floating casinos once again ply the Mississippi. Good morning, I'm Charles King.
And I'm Trish Brown.
And this is an exciting day. This is the day that after months and months of preparation, riverboat gambling in Iowa gets underway this morning.
And it should be a nice day. Lots of sunny skies, temperatures nearing 60 degrees, winds very light. So a great day to get out and watch the boats.
Very true, and they'll be pulling out very soon. The Diamond Lady departs on its maiden voyage in less than an hour. The president at Davenport takes its first cruise at 11:30 this morning. The Dubuque Casino Belle is scheduled, or was scheduled, to depart on its first gambling trip at about 10 this morning. We'll be covering the action on all riverfronts, and that is running a little bit behind. Right now, KWQC TV6 reporter Sharon DeReek joins us live from Bettendorf, where the Diamond Lady is set to depart. Good morning, Sharon.
Well, good morning, Charles. I can tell you it's a little chilly out here right now, but there's so much excitement in the air, people aren't even paying attention to that. Now, the Diamond Lady is set to depart in just a little under an hour, and I can tell you people are already excited. We got here at about 5:30 this morning, and there were several hundred people here at that point in time, and in the hour that we've been here since, there have been hundreds more arriving pretty much in a steady stream. Now, passengers are already making their way on board the Diamond Lady and, of course, into the casino area, and as you can see, they are ready for the gamblers. The cards are on the table inside, and the dealers are standing by at the tables, ready to try to get the people to spend a little money and maybe win a little bit money too. Already at 6 o'clock this morning, they cast the first die, as you saw earlier, and then a little later on, they picked a Davenport doctor who is one of the passengers on this first cruise to take a pull on the first slot machine. Now, he was pretty lucky. He did win a few tokens or two, so maybe that's a sign of good things to come for the rest of the passengers the rest of today. As far as the rest of the day goes, we'll be covering the Diamond Lady all day long. I'll be on her inaugural cruise. I'll show you some of the people that are on board. I'll show you what they're winning, what they're losing. I'll show you what they think of the food, just the general overall opinion of what they think of the Diamond Lady and riverboat gambling that's now legal in Iowa. So live from the Bettendorf Riverfront, Sharon DeReek, KWQC TV6 News.
Thank you, Sharon. Looks like it could be a lucky day for lots of folks. We'll get back to you a little later in the show. There's also a lot happening on Davenport's riverfront at this hour. Joining us live from the President Riverboat, Pamela Marshall and Ron Elke. And the President will leave a little later than the Diamond Lady is. How's the morning shaping up down there, folks?
Good morning, Charles. It's kind of quiet here right now. There are some security people that are coming in and out, and people who are going to be working on the boat dressed in their period costumes depicting the late 1800s. But later on this morning will be the grand opening ceremony, and Ron Elke will be covering that. There will be a parade and a lot of other things happening.
That's
Ron?
right, a parade from the Black Hawk Hotel. They're going to call it a grand procession. It will be led by the Metropolitan Youth Authority, a marching unit. There will be the Davenport West High School Marching Band. There will be costumed marchers from the President and from the village of East Davenport. The main part of that procession, though, will be horse-drawn carriages carrying the dignitaries down here to President's Landing, and among those, of course, John Connolly himself, the developer of this riverboat gambling project. L.C. Bud Pike, the chairman of the Iowa Racing and Gaming Commission, will be involved. Mary Ellen Chamberlain of the Riverboat Development Authority, which will hold the gambling license. Davenport Mayor Tom Hart, Iowa House Speaker Bob Arnold. They'll all be down here taking part in the festivities. Once they get here, there'll be a flag raising. Bob Arnold will cut the ribbon to board the boat, and then Iowa Governor Terry Branstad will visit here at about 11 this morning, welcoming the President officially to Davenport.
Ron, this is really exciting. One of the things that the President officials boast about is that this is the largest floating casino on the Mississippi. How big is it? 27,000 square feet, 27,000. Gee whiz, it's cold out here. It's a big boat. Yes. It's a big boat. There will be 680 slot machines on this boat, and promises to be a really exciting day. Reporting live on the riverfront here in Davenport, Pamela Marshall, KWQC TV6 News.
An exciting morning is going to make a lot of people speechless before it's over. Certainly a day worth seeing, and you'll be seeing it all right here on Channel 6. The Dubuque Casino Belle is still trying to make it up the Mississippi this morning. That riverboat's due to be in Dubuque for dedication ceremonies at 9 a.m., but officials at Lock and Dam 13 near Clinton say the boat passed through just after 5 a.m. The Belle still has 46 miles to go, and at its current speed, the Lock officials estimated it won't make it till Dubuque until 10:30 or 11 at best this morning. That'll make it about 2 hours later for the christening ceremony with Iowa Governor Terry Branstad. We hope he'll stick around. And it'll be at least an hour late for its first crew. We will have a live update from Dubuque today at noon.
It is 25 minutes before 7 o'clock, and our temperature this morning is 29 degrees on what promises to be a beautiful day. No fooling.
That's right. Coming up, another look at the action on the riverfront, and our financial analyst Jim Victor will take a look at the immediate impact of this gambling venture. We'll be back.
On May 10th, Michael Nunn defends his IBF middleweight championship here in the Quad Cities, and he wants you there. KWQC TV6 welcomes Michael Nunn and James Lights Out Tony for the Rumble by the River, live May 10th, John O'Donnell Stadium, Davenport. Tickets available at all Ticketmaster locations, including the Adler box office, or charged by phone, 1-800-869-1414. Nunn versus Tony.
I'm coming home, Quad Cities.
Get your tickets today.
There's a feeling in the air that you can't get anywhere except the Quad Cities. And no matter where we go, the best people that we know are in the Quad Cities. Where people show they care, TV6 is always there, standing by your side. From where the rivers flow to the hometowns we know, friends and neighbors building pride. Making a difference where we go, KWQC says hello. Hello, Iowa. Hello, Illinois. TV6 cares for you.
Hi, I'm Paula Sands. We've promised you that if you stay up till 10, we'll give you all the news of the day and your first forecast, all in the first 6 minutes.
And we're keeping that promise. Hi, I'm Rick Benjamin. We want to thank you because now more than ever before, people are staying up to watch KWQC TV News at 10.
So if you normally go to bed before 10, give us 6 minutes and we'll give you your first news and your first forecast.
And if you can, stay with us for all the rest of the day's news, weather, and sports. Join us tonight on KWQC TV News at 10.
We'll be waiting for you.
We're at 21 minutes until 7 o'clock, and if you're just joining us, the countdown to riverboat gambling continues. Let's take a live look now at what's going on along the Bettendorf riverfront. This is the Diamond Lady as she prepares to depart, and at 7:30 this morning, it'll become the first floating casino on the Mississippi. It'll begin what some are calling a new era in Quad City development. And joining us now to take a look at the immediate economic impact of riverboat gambling is the very natty Jim Victor.
Thank you, Charles. It's a new era in economic development for the Quad Cities, too. With the very first passenger that walks on board this morning, the dollars begin to flow to the communities. So, take a look at Davenport, for example. You see $148,000 for a lease fee. There are docking fees. There are boarding fees of 50 cents per person. And there's an adjusted gross receipts tax. All of those are budgeted in the city of Davenport at about $400,000 for the next fiscal year. Over in Bettendorf, nearly the same sorts of fees, $175,000. That's the equivalent of median taxes on just about 850 to 900 homes for those two communities. It means better streets, it means better schools, better parks, better municipal services. There's also a 5% pillow tax on motel rooms. That's going to help the communities. There's $1 per person tax included in with the price of a ticket that will go to the nonprofit organizations. $900,000 expected in Davenport. That'll be used for community development and capital projects. But let's look at employment too. That's a real area where you see impact right now. 1,618 employees at the two facilities, the Diamond Lady and Steamboat Development, the president that is, way in excess of 1,500 employee estimates. There are no minimum wage jobs. $5.31 is the minimum beginning here, way above the minimum wage. There'll be tips added on to that. Estimated total annual payroll for both operations, $25 million with the fact that the people spend those dollars for groceries, clothes, gasoline. Minimum expected economic impact, $62 million. Now, if you put both these employers together, you have something like the 5th largest employer in the Quad Cities right now. So we've seen a huge jump in employment, a decline in unemployment in the Quad
Starting
Cities.
to talk some pretty good figures there.
You betcha. I like those numbers.
Yes, you bet. Thanks a lot.
We're coming up on 19 minutes before 7 o'clock. Our temperature, a little chilly, 29 degrees this morning.
When we come back, we'll take a look at the weather and who exactly is down on the riverfront this morning. There are some big names, big names. We're talking 12, 13 letters. We'll tell you about that when we get back.
What a combination, the biggest and the best. That's what we're noted for at the Old Oak Steakhouse. All steaks are hand-cut daily to ensure freshness, and our award-winning beef has become a 10-year tradition for Quad City steak lovers. Now featuring our new early country dinners until 7 p.m. Sunday through Thursday. Your choice of country fried chicken, catfish, or chicken fried steak with all the fixins. That's right, only $5.95.
No opponent is tougher than pain, but you can stay in the game with Flexall. When one pain-relieving gel is endorsed by the athletic trainers in pro football, baseball, basketball, and hockey, you know it's the best.
Flexall, the pain relief pro